So good evening once again and good day to you, and thanks for joining the class. This is our series that we've started for quite some time right now on ethical hacking and cybersecurity training from scratch to from beginners to advanced series. And I would like you to confirm if you can hear me and if you can see my screen, please. Please confirm
Yes,
to
sir.
me. That's good. Okay, you can hear me clearly and you can see my screen. Okay, so we've talked about a whole lot of things. We talked about the terminal. We've talked about all operating systems have a terminal that is actually called a program that allows users to interact with the operating system using a text-based command instead of a graphical user interface. What you are seeing right now, what you are clicking right now is a graphical user interface. But the text-based command is the one that allows you to execute command, manage files, install programs, configure networks, and run security tools through text. In Mac OS, we have the item. The terminal is called the item tool or terminal. So the Windows has PuTTY and they have PowerShell and they have command prompt, that is CMD. The Linux have terminal, KDE console, and X10. Like I said in previous class, that the Mac OS operating system has a little bit close resemblance with the Linux operating system because it runs on Unix foundation, Unix OS. So the Mac OS kind of have a similarity with the Linux. So this is how the terminal for Kali Linux looks like. It looks like this, and we're going to be looking at it inside everything, what you're going to be doing. So when we look at root at Kali, having this prompt with hash, it simply means root is the current user, Kali is the system host name, and the current directory is home, but the privilege you are running on is the root privilege. I mentioned it in the last class that when you see hash, hash simply stands for root privilege, and $ simply stands for ordinary user. Ordinary user. And the privileges these two can run is quite different from each other. So going to lab right now, we're going to be doing everything about practical. So enough of the theory. It is time to get our hand dirty. We are going to learn the essential Linux command that ethical hackers use daily in their penetration testing. So I will introduce each of these commands with its meaning, the real-world application and use, and the syntax that it uses, and examples, and then we'll practice them. So when we talk about command formats, each command will be introduced with the meaning, the real-world use, the syntax, and principle, practical example. Like I told you, hackers don't hack into system and they would see the graphical user interface. Though recently, there are some kind of backdoors, some rat application that you can use to hack into somebody's system and you can see some graphical user interface. But even as at now, hackers can still navigate into a particular place, get into a particular server or operating system or a system entirely, and they take hold of that place using the terminal interface. So you are not expected to hack into a kind of environment and you would be able to see graphical user interface unless you use RDP. RDP is remote desktop protocol. But here, with all these commands that we have here, and the commands, these are the commands we'll cover. With all this command we have here, you'll be able to do something very well on Kali Linux yourself. Make sure you practice this yourself as we go along with it. So let's go into the lab. Let's put on our machine. I'm not going to be using the VMware. I'm going to be using the Oracle VirtualBox. I told you, you can make use of any one that you like. You can make use of Oracle VirtualBox. You can make use of VMware. You can make use of QEMU. You can make use of Hyper-V. So we're going to start our machine right now. We're going to start our machine. So while this is running, I'm going to open this. I've practiced this in the last class. That was where we stopped the last class. Sudo means it's probably the first command you should learn in Kali, because you literally will not be able to do anything in Kali if you don't know the power of sudo. You're going to be seeing me doing a lot of it, saying sudo, 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 all because you should know what it means. It means you are pushing that task, you are pushing that application to work with the privilege of another user, such as the privilege of the super user. That is what sudo means. It simply means super user. It is called super user in Kali, while it is called administrator in Windows. So when you go to Windows, such as this, and you right click and you see run as administrator, that's the same thing you are doing at this particular place. So let's log in as Kali here. And our password by default is Kali. You can change it if you like, but for the purpose of this class, it remains Kali. So to open our terminal, when the Kali fully loads, to open our terminal, we are waiting for the machine to load properly. So this is our machine loading. So one way or the other, to be able to open the terminal, you can right click on your screen and choose open terminal here, and at the same time you can also click here to open the terminal. So click it and let me increase the font. I think this is quite okay. So I've showed you in the previous class what super user does. It stands for super user do. It allows a normal user to execute commands with administrator privileges. In real-life application, installing tools in Kali requires root access. That is all. You need root access. So installing new penetration tools from maybe Git, online, or whatever, you need to use sudo administrator privileges. So to use sudo command, you have to say sudo and put your command. So the command we're going to be making use of right now at this time is apt update. And apt update is to update what apt update is to update your repository. Kali is always being updated every day. I could even say every hour. So for you to install the most recent software into Kali, you need to do an update of the recent thing in Kali. So Kali could be able to connect to the repository and get the latest version of itself, so it can get to the latest version of the software. So you need to do an apt update, apt update. So when you press enter, you see that it cannot work. Why? Because Kali is not working. So all you need to do is to do sudo apt update. So this tells you, you see, it asks you for your password, and you have to put your password there. While you typing your password, it will not show. That is one of the security of Kali Linux. And you see this, that now it's working. apt update is working with the power of a super user. That is when it can work. So I canceled it. I canceled it with Control C. Now, let's move forward. After you have done your update, the next thing you should do is sudo upgrade. Sudo upgrade. When you do that, that means everything it gets from this place, it will automatically install them for you, and it will upgrade your system to the most recent one. So that is the meaning of sudo, and that is how we use sudo. You can use it in long terminals, you can use it in long lines. You will see me in this class as we move on. You will see how we're going to be making use of different command, adding sudo to it. So add user, the add user command. What does the add user command means? It is used to create a new account in the Kali Linux system. So that is all what is being used to do. So one way or the other, I might like to add a user in this place. So like I said, add user is a friendly interactive front end to the low level user add command. It's what is the use case? Why do we use it? It helps us in creating separate accounts for students, for developers, for administrators, and give them the priority that you're supposed to do. How do we make use of the add user syntax? Most syntax in Kali Linux, as they bear the word key, as they have their keyword, the keyword always starts the command and you put the username you want to put. So I'm going to be calling it good luck. So I'm going to create an account for good luck at the moment. So let's try. What is it? Well, we're going to say sudo add user good luck. So let's see if we can use that to try something in and see if it will work. So if I say add user and I say good luck, you see it's not going to work. You need that sudo command. You need the super user command. So you say sudo add user, then you say good luck. Then you can see it's telling you that you should give good luck a password. I'm going to be giving it Kali123. Kali123. Enter. Retype password Kali123. And you see, it's asking for the full name. At this present moment, it's asking for the full name. So we can put it and say, for good luck. It depends on if you want to enter everything. If you like, you can keep entering everything. Can you see it's asking for room number? If you like, you can put 230. If you like, you can leave it empty. Work phone. Or let me use a phone that is not common. So I might like to use this. Home phone. We don't have an home phone. Others, nothing. Is the information correct? Just press a capital Y, press enter. Then you have that. You have a user just created with the add user command. If you think this does not work, or if you think it works, let's try and switch over right now and go to switch user and let's log in with good luck. Let's log in with good luck. So we're going to be doing good luck. And I'm going to be using the password as Kali123. So I'm trying to log in now. I'm logging in now. Okay, you can see at this moment, if I open a terminal, let's see, can you see? Please, can you confirm you can see my screen?
Yes.
What person are you seeing here?
Good luck at Kali.
So you see the way I created a new user. So sometimes an hacker could hack into a particular company, a particular server. All they just need to do is to create a particular kind of username with their own details that is not known to the person that's the administrator of the company. You just have to create it. So one way or the other, they would do that, create it, and they'll be logging in through their username and password, and they might escalate their own privilege, and they will turn themselves to an admin, and that guy or the administrator would not know, but they would have hacked into that account, and they'll be making use of this. So these are the things that administrators are supposed to be looking into. These are the things administrators are supposed to be looking into. So this is good luck. Good luck could do a whole lot of things in this particular account. But the only thing is that good luck is not part of the root user. It's not part of the root user. So he may not be able to do one or two things by himself or inside this account. So I'm going to be trying some things with this good luck. Now let's see if good luck can do sudo apt update, sudo apt update, password Kali. I think the password is wrong. It is Kali123. Kali123. Okay, now you can see the error I'm having here. Please, can you read this line? Can you read this line?
Good luck is not a sudo file. It's not in the sudo
It
file.
says, yes, it says good luck is not in the sudo as file. With this word, do you understand what it means? Do you understand what it means? When it says good luck is not in the sudo as file. Can you tell me what it means?
I'm not a this thing. I'm not a regular user.
No, don't use that word, please. I told you when I taught you all these terms, don't use words that are not professional. There's nothing like you're not a regular user. You are already a user and you log in here. Look at the word sudo here. Look at the word sudo here. It's just like sudo -er. People who are part of the sudo. What is sudo? What name do we call sudo again?
Super user.
Apart from super user, what is the real name? What is the real job of those
Administrator.
who are sudo?
Administrator.
Administrator. That's exactly what I want to hear. Talk like an ethical hacker. Talk like a cybersecurity expert. Don't use general word. I warned you against this when we're starting this class. Use the terms that you are supposed to use. Good luck is not in the sudo as file. Simply means good luck does not have the right to run this command because it is not part of the administrator's file. It's not part of the administrator's file. And I told you there's a particular kind of file that is inside the directory. It's inside the directory. It belongs to the administrators alone. So once your file is not there, you will not be able to continue or run anything that is actually things that you can do. You cannot do anything. You can only create maybe a file, create a folder, and you move on. But to solve this issue, what am I going to do? The only thing I'm going to be doing is to convert this good luck guy to an administrator, and that is how hackers sometimes elevate their privileges. This is how hackers elevate their privileges. So one way, let us use the command, the next command that we're going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at this command. This next command will help us. It's called the user mode command. It modifies user account properties. It modifies user account properties. It's a common way of adding existing user, that is a regular user, to the administrator group, which is also known as the sudo group. This is the super user group, which gives that particular account the administrator privileges, or I can say the administrative privileges. This is how you grant admin access to new users. This is how you grant admin access to users. So how do you do that? You could say user mode simply means user modify. It is used to change users' account settings. Adding a user to the sudo group to give them, that is the use case now. It is adding a user to the sudo group to give them the administrator privileges. So all you need to say, or what you need to type is sudo, put an options here, and username. For example, you can say sudo user mode -ag sudo student1. So -a means append, -g means group. You will understand this as we go on. So automatically, this sudo user mode means user modify and append this person into the group of the sudoers list. That's what it means. You can read it here. So when you say -l means change login name, capital L, it means lock user account, -u means unlock user account. So all these things is something you can try. So let's give this option a try, or something like this. Let's give it a try. And before we do this, we have to switch our account from where we are. We have to, let me clear. To clear the screen, use clear, and let me exit. So I'm going to be switching right now to the default user, which is Kali. Please don't let us forget the password of Goodluck's account, Kali123. So this is Kali. So I'm in Kali. You can see that what I have on Kali still remains there. It didn't leave. Even when I registered and I entered into another account, it didn't leave. So I'm going to be clearing the screen right now for the new code. So what is the code that we are talking about? We're talking about sudo user mode append to group of sudo student1. So that is what we are going to be doing right now. So we're going to say sudo user mode -a capital G you can now say sudo good luck. Okay, since it runs without error, it simply means that there is no problem. The program ran without error and it is successful. That is what it means. So one way or the other, we're now going to go back and look at it, and we're going to go and test the privilege of good luck right now. We're going to test if good luck can do what the other admins can do by running the sudo account, but sudo command. So we're logging with good luck. Kali123. Okay. Now we are going to look into the terminal. Now, before, good luck could not run that program, but at this moment now, good luck, we should be able to run sudo apt updates. Can you see? It's now working. Good luck has been added to the file of the sudoers. It has been added to the admin list. So now good luck can run their own personal stuff, their own personal user super user admin command. So let's put the password Kali123, and they can read. Okay, it says good luck is still not in the sudoers file. Maybe there need to be a restart. So hold on. Let me switch. I think I've added it. It has run without error. Let me log in previous Kali. Okay. So when we run the user mode is supposed to modify the user and make the person. So let's try it again. You sudo user mode -a group, that is append to group sudo good luck. Sudo good luck. So for this to have run, that means definitely it's already working. It's already working. So we need to restart the machine and log in as the way it's supposed to log in. Let me shut it down and log in with, let me shut it down. Let me start the machine again and log in with the privilege of good luck. On a normal ground, the other rated user should be able to restart their account or possibly switch it off and re-log in, and that will be able to log in. Okay, let's do good. Let's do good luck. Let's do Kali 1, 2, 3. Let's do Kali 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let me see. Let me put it on. We have good luck here now. Good luck has been added to the sudo file. Yes, it's now working. I tried to test if good luck has been added. I will explain what this what do we call it now? This command means. What the command simply means is that one way or the other, as you continue to write everything in sudo, you get tired of saying sudo. So you can type sudo -i. When you type sudo -i, it asks you for your password, and you have this hash command prompt in the terminal. Instead of this dollar, it makes you, so here you can just run apt update. You don't need to, it's already working. Good luck can now run the program. I'm going to press Ctrl+C to cancel it out. Good luck can now run it now. Let's exit from here and let's use normal sudo. Let me clear the screen. So you need to restart your terminal. You need to restart it, reboot it up, and log in as the new user. Let's try sudo apt update. It's already working. So this is how you can use, how you can add. This is working without any issue. It's working. So I'm going to press Ctrl+C. So this is how you add people to the sudoers file. Do you understand? Do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
That's good. So one way or the other, I created good luck by using the add user code, the add user command prompt. So after adding with the add user command prompt, I noticed that good luck could not run, what do we call it now? The sudo command. So I now use the user mode command to make sure that good luck can now run. I use this user mode to make sure that I've added good luck to the administrator account or the sudoers file. And now you can see successfully that after we relogged in, good luck can perfectly run this program, can perfectly install things. You can even say sudo install NN map. This is one of the tools that we're going to be making use of. Before you know it, it will start downloading. So I don't want to do that. So this is perfectly clear. I forgot to say something, that when you've typed a code before, such as clear, and is on the terminal, you can just press up or down button. You can see, to bring your previous codes out instead of retyping. So I've previously typed clear, so I'm going to press up 2 times to get out my clear, and clear my screen, and type on up again to look for exit. That is it. So good luck is part of the administrator command now. I'm the administrator file in this place. So I'm going to be logging out and switch user again back to Kali. Let's wait it to boot up. Okay, we are good to go for the next command. So we've looked into the sudo, we've looked into the add user, and we've looked into the user mode. Now let's move to the next one. I really love this, and this is one of the best command you always use every time. This is the command that lets you know where are you in any machine that you find yourself. If you're able to hack into any machine, the first command you run in that machine is pwd. What does pwd means? Pwd means print working directory. Print working directory. It's like a GPS locator. It helps you to check the current working directory that you are working at. It helps you to check the current directory that you are working with. It means I do call it, please show me my present working directory. But actually, it is print working directory. It means show working directory. But I personally myself calls it present working directory. So it's like a navigator that makes you know where you are at that particular time. It is the simplest but the most useful command. It tells you where you are in your file system. It tells you how far you need to go back, how far you need to move forward. It tells you everything you need to do. So PWD actually means print working directory, is for navigational awareness, scripting to know where you are, documentation of file path. So the syntax is just PWD. No other option is needed. And it gives you an output like this. So you just type PWD. Yeah, it gives you home, Kali. That means if you look at the kind of thing I showed you, here, we are in home, in the file system. You are in home, you are in Kali. If you look at this, this is where you are, Kali. In our file system, you are in home, you are in Kali. So one way or the other, at this present time, we are actually in the Kali file system. So we are in desktop, documents, download, music, pictures, and everything, videos. That is where we are at this present moment. Home. This is where we are. So it's telling us we are in home, we are in Kali. So this is Kali. What does Kali mean? Kali means the user at this moment. So if I was using Simeon, it would have been home/Simeon. If I was using good luck, it would have been home/good luck. I can show it to you. If we switch user, imagine you are able to get access into this machine of the owner is good luck. The owner is good luck, and you press PWD here, PWD. It tells you are in home, good luck. you're in home, good luck. So that is all about it. It tells you the location where you are, and it allows you to move forward, move backward, and other things like that. I hope you understand that.
Yes, sir.
That's great. That's great. Now you see, the more I'm teaching you these codes one by one, the more it begins to store into your head what they do. And the more you get the ideology of what they do, the more you'll be able to combine them to know what and what you need to do with all these things. Now you can see you are in home, Kali. There's a particular command that you need to know about. It's for navigating, it's for moving forward, for moving back, and from jumping from somewhere to the other. The command is known as CD, the command CD. What does the command CD means? It is the command that helps you to change directory. If you want to change our directory to the desktop, we can CD into the desktop. If you want to change our directory from desktop, want to move a little bit higher to a next place, you can CD into that particular place. So if you say CD desktop, if you run pwd, you know where you are, and you CD into desktop, you know that you are moving into desktop. So CD is how you move around the file system. You will have to use it constantly. Navigating tools is a navigating tools to directories, moving to configuration files, jumping to your home directory, master this shortcut, and you navigate like a pro. So change directory, what is the use case? It is for moving to tools directories, accessing configuration files, navigating project folders, and so on. Can you see? CD desktop,
Yes,
it takes you to desktop directory. CD etc takes you to the etc folder. CD dot dot, it takes you up one directory. CD this takes you directly to the home directory. CD hyphen takes you to previous directory. We're going to be making use of all this, and you're going to see how it's going to go. It's going to, let's note where we are first. Let me clear. Let me note where am I. To know where I am, I'm saying I'm in home, Kali. I can move back in one step, CD dot dot. Yes, can you see that I'm in home now? Can you
yes.
see I'm in home? Yes. If you press PWD, you can see I'm in home. If I want to go back to any other place, for example, let me see what do I have in home. I'll teach you this later. I have good luck and Kali. I can CD to Kali. What do we have here now? What do we have here now?
Home/Kali.
Thank you. Thank you. So you are already at home/Kali. Before, you were formerly at home, but I moved up a little bit higher. Then we moved up back to Kali. So when we say CD dot dot, it takes you back down into one particular place. So this is where you are at this time. I'm coming. Let me clear so I can explain to you. If I say PWD, and it tell us we are in a folder called Kali, a user folder called Kali, or user directory called Kali, which lies in the home. Let's do that. List. Can you see what we have? Can you see the folder we have in Kali? In Kali,
Yes.
like I showed you earlier, in Kali, we have what? Desktop, documents,
Desktop.
download, music, and what's happening here? What do we have here? In Kali, what do we have? Desktop,
Desktop
documents, download,
documents.
music. Can you see that? Can you see that?
Yes.
So you can move into this place anyhow you like. Let's move into desktop and let's see what we have in desktop. CD, capital D. If you press small letter D, it's case sensitive. Desktop. It said there's no such file in the directory as desktop. So since you are moving into desktop, all you just need to do is to change directory into what? Desktop. top. Now, PWD, print working directory. You are where? Where are we?
Print working desktop.
Thank you. Let's go back one step, dot, dot. Move back one step. Where are we again now? We are in Kali. Is that not true? We are in Kali
Yes.
again. Let's print working directly. Can you see we are in Kali? Let's list what we
Yes.
have there. We have this. Can you tell me any folder you want us to go to and check what is inside the folder? Just mention any here.
Music.
Music. So let's do CD, capital words, capital MUSIC. That is, we are in music. If you print present working directory, you notice you are in, can you see? You are in home, Kali user, and you are in music. Do you get this now? Do you get this now?
Yes.
Thank you so much. So you can even jump to two files at the same time. You can do anything you want to do at the same time. Let's assume you are in CD dot dot, CD dot dot. You are in Kali, CD dot dot. You are in home, right? Are we correct? You are in home,
Yes.
right? Now from home, you
Yes.
want to jump into music. What do you think we can do? We have to change directory into what? Home, and also into what? And also into what? Music. Are we together?
The
Are we
screen is
together?
shaking. Yes, yes, the screen is shaking. I'm coming.
Screen is shaking. Wow. So what I'm
I'm
saying
seeing
is
now.
that, can you see the screen now?
Yes.
Okay, I said you can step two folders at the same time instead of moving one by one. Okay, let's first of all move one by one. Where are we? What command am I going to use to check where I am?
PWD.
God bless you. PWD. It tells me that I'm where?
Home.
Thank you. Now, I want to move into documents. What am I going to type?
Slash
No,
slash
no,
music.
no, 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 no. You must first of all put your command before you now put your slash to where you are going. I'm in home. I want to move to Kali. How can I move to Kali? You must change directory. You must CD into it, either forward or backwards. You must, that is why I am teaching you the command. The command comes first at anything. You can see CD, desktop, CD, etc, CD, dot, dot. CD must come first. Do you see when I use sudo and I used another word before sudo? Did you see where I use sudo and I used another word before sudo? Did you see
Yes.
I use add user and I use another word before add user? You must first
Yes.
of all type that command you are making use of. CD. I'm presently in the home directory. Now I want to move into Kali. That is home into Kali. What am I going to type? Definitely is CD into Kali. I'm into Kali now. Then I want to move to home. I CD into home. Okay, small letter H. I CD into home. There's no such file as that. So let's do CD slash home. Okay, that's it. I mean, if you do PWD, it tells us you are in home. And what are the things in home? Let me list the files in home. We have good luck and Kali. Okay, let me CD into Kali. Kali. You can see the way I'm moving. Can you see the way I'm moving? Are you there?
Yes. Yes.
You can see the way I'm moving. CD
Yes.
is to move either forward or backwards. That is what we are doing. I'm in home. What are the files I have in home? I have Kali, and I can move into Kali. CD Kali. I'm in Kali, yes. Okay, I'm in Kali right now. What are the files in Kali? Yeah, I want to move to music, CD, music. Yes, this should work. I'm already in music, print working directory. I'm in music already. Home, music, home, Kali, music. I'm in music. Now, I'm not saying something that, do you know you can move from one folder into multiple folders? Instead of you moving from maybe from home into Kali, then from Kali into music. You can move, let me go back, CD hyphen, let me go CD dot dot, step back once, CD dot dot. Now, it is certain that I'm in home. If I print my present working directory, I'm in home. And inside Kali is where we have all this. Is that not true?
Yes.
Yes, inside Kali. Then do you know, before I can get to music, what do I have to do? I have to first of all CD into Kali, then from Kali into what? Music. Is that not true?
Yes.
Now I can do the two together. I can just pick this and I can just CD slash home. I'm jumping from home right now to what? To Kali,
Music.
and from Kali straight to what? New
Music.
music. Thank you. You understand? I hope you understand what this scope is. That means I don't want
Yes.
to just first move to home, then from home CD to Kali, then from Kali CD to music. Since I know where I am going, I need to just press them at once and just bam. Where are we right now?
Music.
Thank you. Can you see that? You see the way I can jump? I can jump 2 steps forward. Do you get that now?
Yes.
So now there's the command I'd like to show you also in this CD. You know, I told you CD dot dot space dot dot pushes you a 1 step back. There's one that pushes you straight down to the home directory. It takes you from music, it takes you from Kali, you find yourself in the home. That is called CD dash dash, CD hyphen hyphen, or CD dash dash. When you press CD dash dash, you press enter, press present working directory, print working directory. We find ourselves where? In Kali. We find ourselves straight. It takes you straight back to Kali. So that is how we do that. The next one, I hope you understand how we do CD now, how we can CD into up, CD down, and all those kind of things. Hope you
Yes.
understand that. That's good. Now, the next one I've been using that I've not taught you, but I can't use it without, I can't use CD without making use of it, is the ls command. Ls command. Now you see that I've been making use of ls, ls, ls. With that alone, you should have understand what it means. Ls simply means list the files and directory that are inside that directory. And that's sub too. It has a sub. So it is used to view the contents that are inside a directory or a content that is inside a folder, as you might call it. So folder names are case sensitive, like I told you. So this shows files that are not hidden or files that are hidden and all that kind of things. So we're going to be going to show the content of our files in any directory that we belong to. So when you say ls, which let me see where I am, clear. Let me see where I am, pwd. I'm in Ob Kali. Now, once you're in Ob Kali, you can list the details of the file or of the files in the directory. Let's check. Let's check. What kind of folders are in Kali? We're supposed to be expecting to see. We're supposed to be expecting to see desktop. We're in Kali, right? We're supposed to be seeing desktop, documents, download, and so on. So let's check. List the content. This say list the content of Kali. And that is it. You can see we are seeing documents, desktop, download, music, pictures, public, templates, and videos. You can see I was able to list all those commands. Now, going forward, there is another command you can use. This helps you to show hidden files that are hidden but are present in that directory. If you count how many files we have in this directory, how many would you say they are? You will say they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, right? Let's see with this command. Let's see what we have. I think, let me see if I have anything regarding to it. This is it. This is it. So I'm going to be making use of ls-a. It shows all files, including the hidden files. ls-a. ls-a. Press enter. Can you see? Do you
Yes.
see all these inside that directory?
Yes.
Did you see? Did you see? You said yes. Did you see all this in
Oh
Kali?
no. Just
This is
download and
Kali.
music and the
This
rest.
is all what we have in Kali. But when I press ls-a, look at all what we saw in Kali, including your video that you saw, your template. You see what he wrote. A file is there known as what? Sudo as
Sudo
admin.
admin.
Successful. And we can't see it here. Can you see the advantage of the terminal? Can you see the advantage?
Yes.
Can you see that now? So that is why most hackers are encouraged to be very, very good at using the terminal. So we have other ones. Let me clear this out. Let's do it again. ls-a to show
Hello. Hello.
hello, are we together? Hello, hello, are we together? Are you still there?
Yes.
Okay, I lost you there for a while. I just want to be sure we are still together. Can
Yes.
I
Yes.
proceed?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So I want to show you something if I move forward. You know, there was a time I the there was a time I did the s-a command, and you said you can't see all these files. The file, is that not true?
Yes.
Do you know why? Because when you want to make anything hidden, when you got to make anything hidden in Kali, all you just need to do is to append a dot before the file name, such as what you are seeing here. Can you notice this is a dot, this is a file, this is a file, this is another bash log file. All they need to do was just to put a dot bash logger. So when you are creating files, I will show you all those. Okay, you are going to see all things. This is .java is a file, .local is a file, is a directory, picture is a directory, but profile has dot in front of it. If you rename it now, it will be visible. So anything in Kali, can you see everything here? VBox clients, VBox clients, VBox clients, X authority, X session. Anything you add a dot in front of it, it definitely going to be a hidden file. But ls-al will bring it out through the terminal in Linux. This is why some people, when they're making use of a Kali Linux as their base operating system on any Linux distro, and they want to make some files hidden to the external world, but when an hacker gets inside, he uses ls-a to be able to get what files are hidden. And trust me, all those hidden files, they are files that are confidential, and this is what the hackers want to actually dump. You understand?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So that is ls-a. Let's do another one that is close to it again. That one is called ls-l. ls-l. This requires me to teach this concept in a very deep manner. Okay, let me show you something in our presentation slide. ls-a shows what? Hidden files that start with a dot. But ls-l is a long format that shows the permission, owner, the size, and the date. Can you see it? ls-l
Yes.
shows the what? A long format that shows permissions, owner, size, and date.
8.
So we have ls-r. It can show files in reverse order. Like the way I have it like this now. I can have ls-r. Yes. If you look at normal ls, can you see? Desktop documents
Yeah.
download became desktop documents download. That is ls-r. So we have another one again. Sort by time, newest first. This is when you are sorting. Sort by size, largest file first. Human readable sizes, that is kilobytes, megabytes, gigabytes. You can use -h, ls-h. Then you begin to see according to what you're about to do. But most times, what do hackers make use of? Hackers make use of ls-a and ls-l. And once you make use of ls-al, imagine the two together, the power of the two together. You understand? The power of the two together. But before it gets there, let me first of all explain ls-l. Okay, it's saying we have total of 32 files that are here, and -l simply connotes that it shows permissions, owner, size, and date. Now, what does that mean? It means when you type this, when you are hacking in a particular directory that you find yourself, maybe you've already cd dot dot, cd slash, you have jumped to a particular path in the file, and you now do ls-l. You are trying to see the information about the files that are present in that directory. It gives you brief explanation of how files are listed and how files are interpreted. Okay, what does drwxr -xr-x means? It simply means files that you see D, simply means they are folders, they are directories. Any file you see D means is a directory. Any file that you do not see D, you see -rw means it's a file. Do you get that, or should I come again?
Help me come again.
Okay. When you do ls-d, it's talking about starting with a D, ls-l, and you get this concept. It's telling you that all these things that start with D are directories. They are folders. Look at them. They are all folders. Do you get that?
Yes.
They are all directories. That means you can navigate into them. You can CD into them. But when they don't have a D in front, they have something as relating to this. They start with -RW. This D is not there. What is it telling you? It's telling you that this is a file. Should I give you an example?
Yes.
Okay, let's do ls-al. Let's see what we are going to be having. You see this? Can you tell me the difference? I'm going to be highlighting two things. Can you tell me the difference between this document and this bash logout? What is the difference between the both?
There is no D in front of the DRY in that bash logout.
And what does that imply?
That is a file.
Thank you. Thank you. You see how you can use -L and how you can use -AL. You can see that you are understanding Kali Linux commands now. Abi, is that not true?
Yes.
You can see them now. You understand what we use sudo for. You understand what we use user modifier to add into the admin file. You know what we use add user for now. You know what we use cd for. You know what we use pwd for. And you know what we use ls for. And now you know what we use ls-a, ls-l, and ls-al. You see that Kali Linux is very interesting.
Yes.
Is it not interesting more than Windows?
Yes.
I'm telling you the truth. It's interesting because with Windows, you can't see all these details. Sky, can you see? I can see hidden files. I can see hidden files and I can see hidden directory. Look at this is a directory. I can see hidden directory. And there's something I would have loved to explain to you here. There's something I would have loved to explain to you. If I don't explain it to you, you may not understand it. Do you know all these things has a meaning? Do you know it has a meaning? Are we together? I can't hear you saying anything.
Yes,
That
we're together.
that thing has a meaning. What does it mean? It means this directory, this directory, you can read into it, you can write into it, and you can also execute into it. That is what it means, RWX. Look at this. XR means you can execute the execution privilege, and R means you can read into it. While only this means you can only execute. You can't read into it. You can't write into it. And all those things I will explain as we move further. Because one way or the other, you will know what all those things means when it comes to permissions. When it comes to permissions, I will explain everything, what it means to you. When you say ls-al and you put a particular kind of a folder or a file, it's telling you one way or the other that that file is according to the ownership, group, and user. This thing is in three places: ownership, group, and user. I don't know if I explained that to you. I'm coming. Maybe I explained it to you at the beginning about something you need to know. I'm coming. I want to see where I highlighted, because there are some things while you are teaching it, you need to make mention of them. So what I'm saying is that in one way or the other, I didn't list it down. What I'm saying is that one way or the other, you have, this is the owner, this is the group, and this is the user. These are in three ways that this thing is. It means to the owner, the person has the power to, that this is a directory. In that directory, the person can read into it, the person can write into it, the person can execute into it, and write execute into it. For the group that the person belongs to, the person can execute and write into it. And for the user can execute a command on it. So one way or the other, I would not want to bore you too much with too much of commands here. I will explain it better in the next class, but let's just go and see maybe just 1 or 2 more commands, and we call it a day at this moment. Let me clear my screen. And let's see what we can have again. What we can have, you can play with all these -a, -h, -t, and you can see ls. Okay, let's try this ourselves. Let's try to see the file permission of this folder or of a particular folder. So pwd, we are in home Kali. So let us list the file that is in Kali. Okay, we have desktop. Let us say ls-al of desktop. Or should I go for desktop? Let me say of documents. Okay, I want to make use of this command. ls-la ls-la is the same as al. ls-la, then we can choose a particular document such as ls cannot access documents. No such folder in the directory, but I can. There's a folder in this directory. Okay, let's continue. The folder is in the directory, then we'll see what we can do with it going forward, how we can check some files. I'm coming. Let's do this. ls-al. Let me see if I can work on this. .zsh_history. I'm trying to pick a particular file, and can you see? I can see it here. Can you see it? The owner
Yes.
of the file. It's a file. You know, I mentioned a file now. I didn't mention directory. See that I didn't mention directory. I said the owner of the file can read and write into the file, but the group and the users does not have any right at all. This is a very good one. I don't know if you understand what I did with this command. Let me increase the screen. I don't know if you understand what I did with this command. I tried to check the privilege permission of what is actually going on. This person, this owner, can read and write into it, but cannot execute it. Look at this. The person is a directory. He can read and write. He can execute and write. This group, the group that the person belongs to, can execute and write, and the user can execute. And this is a directory, this is a file, this is a file, and so on and so forth. Let us check another file again. This is another file. It's called bash rc. Let's check it. Bash rc, that is ls in al. Bash what again? Is it bash rc? I think, right?
Yes.
It is bash rc. Okay, sorry. There's a call that is coming in. I'll attend to the call later. It's stopping me, sorry. That's why it's cutting off. Can you see this? Can you see this? It was created on the 2nd of December, bash RC, and the owner has what? What kind of rights does the owner have? Read and write alone, rights for the group, and for the user, they have only rights privilege. Yes, they can't execute and they can't read into it. And for the group, they can't read, they can't execute, and it's not a directory, it's a file. You can only read and write. You can read into it. Maybe one way or the other, you can cut what is inside. I know I've not gotten there, sorry. I don't know, I've not tried it before, but let me see if I can cut bash RC. You can see what is inside it. Can you see? Can you see? I can read what is inside bash RC. Can you see? You understand what this cat means going forward? Do you understand now?
Yes.
You see, I can read. This is to read a file, and I'm reading everything we have in the file. If I want to modify the file, I know what I'll type now, and I'll just remove this hash, this hash, this hash. I'll remove them, and this thing will begin to work the way I want it to work. But that is not what where we are going. I'm still giving you introduction to those commands. So to reiterate again, you already know how to use sudo, like sudo apt upgrade, or to install application. You already know how to use change directory dash dash. It takes you straight to your home, straight directory dot dot, straight directory, jump into two files at the same time, home slash Kali slash music. It jumps straight. You go into music straight. You CD. You can do CD, hyphen, straight to Kali. Then you can do CD dot dot, goes back one step to home. Let me see CD dot dot. What again? Where can we go again from home? It goes takes us back to Kali. You know PWD, what PWD does? Print working directory. Print working directory tells us we're in root. We're in root. So let us list the files we have in root. ls, you already know ls. So this is home. This is dev. You can move into these places also. You can read their files. Let's move into home. That is to move a CD into home. Home, PWD. Do you see that now? Do you see how interesting I'm moving up and down, going back, stepping up, doing everything? Can you see that?
Yes.
Thank you so much. You know, I explained this to you. I explained this slash to you. That is the one that holds all the old system files. I explained temp for temporary folder. I explained root, optional folders, where optional folders are stored. Everything sees user. Every file created by the user is stored there. If you think you've forgotten, check this slide. I mentioned and I explained everything in the previous class rather. If you, there's a diagram, look, can you see them? Can you see them?
Yes.
When I mentioned the root directory, and I explained everything here, and I mentioned something with, can you see this? Can you see this?
Yes, yes.
I remember I explained this one by one. So please, everything grows from the simplest to the most professional or the expert or the complex mode. So don't forget anything I taught you in previous class. I'm building on them one after the other. So all these codes are the codes you are able to understand. Let me see if I can go do one more. Then we call it a day. You know PWD, you know what CD means, you know what LS means to list. Make directory. I really like this. Make directory means to create a new folder. MD means make directory, means is a command used to create a new folder. How do you create a folder? Okay, let's treat it. So in ethical hacking, you often need to organize your tools. You often need to create a folder so you can CD into that folder, exploit what is inside, and execute everything you download inside that folder. We're going to be downloading a lot of things inside a new folder we're going to be creating. So you're going to create a workspace, you're going to be creating folders inside folders, files inside folders, and you're going to be navigating using CD command, and you're going to be navigating to the absolute path. So mkdir means make directory. Like I told you, directory is also equals to a folder. Directory also equals to a folder. So This is going to be the last command I'm going to be taking. I would like you to test all these commands out, work around them, do one or two things about them, and see how flexible you could be before the next class, because we're going to be making use of all this command a lot. We're going to be making use of all this command a lot. So right now, let me tell you what I'm going to do. So this is what it does. It is used to create a workspace for penetration tests. It is used to organize tools, and output. It is used to push, like when you hack into a victim's account ethically, you penetrate into a particular place, you are able to gain access, then you hack into their account. All you need to do is to make a folder. You just say mkdir space the name of the folder, bam, copy everything. You see the command that you're going to use to copy. I will teach you. Copy everything, move it into that folder, download the folder, then get out of that system immediately. Do you see how ethical hacker works now? Do you see
Yes.
how ethical hacker works? So let's go ahead. So it's used for structuring our folders. So you can create 2 folders at the same time. You can create 3 folders at the same time. You can create a lot of things and everything. And the syntax is what? mkdir space directory name. Directory name. So example, make directory hacking lab. This creates a single directory. Make directory -p project slash client1 slash recon. It means create parent directories as needed. It creates this project and it creates client1 inside and create what? Recon inside of it. So you can say mkdir report scans log. Create multiple directories at once. It creates reports, it creates scans, and it creates logs. That means if these are the 3 things you're going to be doing in a particular machine that you are hacking into, it's possible you can create these 3 folders at the same time. Now let's try one or two things. This is verbose -v is verbose -m is permission mode, and -p is parent directory if not exists. That means you should create this parent directory. This project, create it if it does not exist. Don't say because you can't find projects, you will not create it. So let's play into the do I want to be in the home? Let me list what I have here. Let me list what I have here. Do I want to be in the home? No. No, 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 no. Let me CD into Kali. CD into Kali. Let me CD into Kali. Okay, let's CD into, if it's not going, just CD into home/Kali. Then it will work. Do you see that? I'm actually in home. Are we together?
Yes.
I'm actually in home. I try to CD into Kali. It is not going. It wants me to mention the absolute part. So I mentioned the total part by still mentioning home, even cd dot dot c, cd dot dot pwd. I'm in home. Let's list the directories we have inside the home. We have good luck and Kali. Now I want to enter into Kali and it didn't allow me to go. That's what I'm in home, pwd. See, I'm in home. And there's Kali in home. And I say cd/Kali and it's telling me I can't enter. See. So what I just need to do is to mention the home and mention Kali. cd/home/Kali. Can you see? pwd, print working directory. Where am I now? Where am I now?
You are in Kali.
Thank
So
you.
home/Kali, yes.
Yes, I'm in Kali. Yeah. So now I want to move into the desktop. Look at this desktop now. Look at this desktop. We only have 1, 2, 3. I'm going to be creating a new folder on desktop. So all I need to do is to cd into desktop. Let's check what are the files we have in Kali. What are the directories we have in Kali? What am I going to use to get that? I want you to tell me. What am I going to use to get the list of folders we have in Kali?
LS.
God bless you. I love that. Please clap for yourself. I want to hear it. Please clap for yourself. Clap for yourself now. I can't hear it. Nice one. LS, I'm happy you are following. You see, I CD into Kali. I want to know where desktop is, and I can see that desktop is the first one, and I can say CD into home Kali into what? Desktop. Now let me PWD, print my working directory. I'm in desktop. Is that not true? I'm
Yes.
in desktop. I know you're
Desktop.
enjoying it, right? You're getting it, right?
Yes.
That's good. Now I'm going to create a folder using this command, mkdir. mkdir. I'm going to start that now. I'm just say mkdir space. What is the name of the folder you want to give it? I'm going to call it in capital letter cyber training. I might delete it. Okay, don't let me work with this all through. So let me call it cyber tech. Did you see what happened? Did you see what happened? Let's
Yes.
look at desktop. What's this?
Cybertech.
Was it there before?
No.
You see that? mkdir, the name of your directory. mkdir cybertech. If we want to enter into cybertech, can you tell me the command I will do to move into cybertech? It's 2 commands, and if you can tell me those 2 commands, I'll be very happy. One will make you to be assured of the files that are there. One will not make you to move into the file. What is the command?
LS. Then they'll give you
Nice
this
one.
thing.
LS. Yes, we can see
Then
cybertech. Then I want to enter into
there's
cybertech. What am I going to
there's
press? Eh?
then CD.
CD. Yeah, tell me.
Cyber
Thank you.
Cybertech.
Cybertech. Let's see if it will enter. Perfect. To confirm I'm in cybertech, what am I going to press? To know my present location, what am I going to press? To be double
PWD.
sure. Eh?
PWD.
PWD. Please clap for yourself. Please clap for yourself. You are a very good cybersecurity expert. Trust me. Trust me.
Thank you.
You are doing well. You are doing well. I'm proud of myself. I taught you well. I taught you well. So, and this is cool. Before I call it a day, I'll teach you how to create multiple folders. Don't forget we are in cybertech, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's open cybertech. Do you know when you're hacking? You don't come there physically like this. There's nothing cybertech, right? Let's create 2 folders in cybertech. How do you think we can do that? We can say mkdir create folder, create directory called, I can call it let's pick the beautiful names from this place. Which names did they give us? They call it reports, scans, and what? Log. Let's create that. If we are inside cybertech, let's create for reports, scans, and logs. Now, since it runs successfully, it means there is no error. So what am I going to do? I just need to do what? LS. List the contents in cyber tech. Cool. They are there. Cool. They are there. So let's confirm if in cyber tech we have our 3 folders. Wow. Log, reports, and scans. Do you see that? Do you see that? You're not responding. Hello? Hello, you're not responding.
I was off. There was bad network. But I'm back now.
Okay, so can you see right now that we now have from this command that we created this make directory report scan log inside the cybertech directory. I will list it. We have the log, report, and scan. And when we checked it in real time, we see log, report, and scan. I can CD into any one of them, and I can CD back to Kali. Should we try it?
Yes.
Our present working directory. Well, let's see where we are. We are in CyberTech. What is inside CyberTech? What's the content in CyberTech? Logs. Let's CD into reports. Let's CD into reports. Okay, where are we? We're in reports. We're in reports. So let's go back from reports. Where are we? We're in CyberTech. So let's go from CyberTech to Kali. CD dash dash. Where are we? I'm in Kali. Perfect. Did you see that?
Yes.
Did you see how hackers act in movies? And you understand what they are doing. So henceforth from today, when you watch any movie, at the end of this class, I'm going to be giving you a gift. Remind me at the last day of this class. I'm going to give you a movie that you're supposed to watch that they used real Kali Linux command and Kali tools in that movie. That guy went to learn ethical hacking for more than 2 years just to be able to do that movie. And he used real hacking skills. That is the only movie so far that I've watched that used real hacking. So you don't see anybody typing, I'm in. It's a lie. It's only if the person already has a root access in that place and created a username in it already. That's where the person can enter in anyhow. You can't just pick a new system and be typing zeros and one and press enter and say, I'm in. You look at the screen, you pause it, you zoom it, you just smile at them and say, these guys are just entertaining us. These are not Kali Linux command. But when you see somebody doing CD, LS, MKDIR, pressing it very fast, then you know that this person knows what he or she is doing. So thank you so much for having me in class. I hope with this little time, I'm able to take you. Exit. Exit is to exit the terminal. And I'm closing this. Next class, you'll be able to say how to work with other ones. And you can also, I will encourage you to also go through this. Is self-explanatory. Read before the next class, read ahead, practice on your own. Thank God you have your lab. You have your lab set up. So read it, practice it, or even the one we've done previously. So by the time I start pressing one or two things, start typing one or two things, you will understand it perfectly. This is a very good journey into the world of ethical hacking and cybersecurity. And when you know how to penetrate, you know how to defend. That is what I can say. So this is really going to help you. And I can't wait to see you in the next class. Any question?
No, sir.
Thank you so much. So thank you for having me. And I'm happy that you really got the concept of this class. And next class would have continuation of this class, part 2. Thank you so much. And check up the updated videos on the YouTube channel. Then you get more things. Take care of yourself
Yes, sir.
and have a wonderful
Thank
time. I'm out.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. Bye bye, sir.
Bye bye. Thank you.